Hey everyone, I'm Tithonis, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. This episode we're going to continue on with the Dark Knight questline. We're here in Tailfeather. Sid's over here talking to his little ones, as he referred to them as. So let's hop in and see what he has in store for us. The Orphans and the Broken Blade. Sid is about to make a suggestion he will immediately regret. Tithonis, I imagine you'd like to get back to it, and so would I. Unfortunately, Myste remains inconsolable. His failure with Loudy, such as it was, weighs on his mind. He's afraid of repeating the same mistake with others. And so, for lack of a better idea, I'm thinking it's time to pay another visit to those furry little guys in the churning mist. What? But why? I can't imagine Myste helping a Moogle. My master used to take me to places like Mogholm when the city became too much. The fresh air, the quiet, the isolation. And yes, I have not forgotten how the Moogles helped Rielle and me when we were moody and brooding, though I would argue that we reconciled in spite of their intervention, not because of it. Oh, she thinks that's funny. Whatever you say, Sid, whatever you say. Don't worry, I haven't given up yet. How could I? You wouldn't. To Mogholm. Right then. Water under the bridge. No need for palms to be torn from heads and shoved down throats yet. Our Myste is taking in the sights, I believe. Why don't you join him? Where is he? Somewhere over here. Oh, down here. The wind in your hair, the sun on your face. Here you can immerse yourself in the beauty and the calm and forget the horrors. Almost. How far we have come, you and I. The others, they hesitate. But you understand the obligation, the duty, the need for atonement. For what do you need to atone? We have lost so much. So many friends and loved ones. So many moments. We thought we could keep and preserve them, but we are left with anguish in the end. Time strips us of even this bitter remainder if we let it. But I cannot. This pain, this sadness, it is mine to bear. Mine alone. This I understand now. The grief will be mine, and in return I will give them peace. But who, and when, and where, that is the question. Even we have our limits. Oh, who did I lose? Everyone. No one. We've always been apart, have we not? Perhaps one day you will understand, and then you will share my loathing and contempt. Oh, forgive me. I have been away from the others too long. Sid will be worried. We must return to them at once. Interesting. Everyone and no one, he says. There you are. I trust Myste has had ample time to reflect upon his mistake. I have. I am ready to resume my search for those I might help with my power. Difficult though it may be, I do not intend to give up. Glad to hear it. In that case, there's no need to remain here any longer. I say we leave this accursed place and never return. Don't be silly, Sid. I say we show Myste more returning Myste. We did come all this way, you know. Come on, there's a place I'd like to show you. Now wait! You can't go running off on your own like that. You'll get eaten by a three-headed gooboo. Rielle! Rielle! Bugger me with a bleeding. Come on, they cannot have gone far. Watch out for belligerent Dravanians and mischievous Moogles. Couldn't have gone far. Brother, they will far. What the heck, man? Don't give me that look. If these jerks didn't want their heads caved in, they shouldn't have tried to sneak up on me. Besides, they are still alive. You ought to give me credit for holding back. Anyways, I lost sight of the children. I'm not sure which way they went. I'll head north and circle back. You head straight ways there. That guy out of mind. He said he didn't go far. They went real far. I'm glad that I can fly here because this would be a long walk. Oh, there they are. Rielle. Oh, level sync. Level 67, okay. You should have seen the look on Sid's face when the Moogles started singing and dancing. He was utterly speechless. Why were the Moogles singing and dancing again? It was really stupid, really, but I guess you could say that Sid had become obsessed with trying to live up to his master's example, and for all the wrong reasons. He lost his family when he was younger than me. Sir Ompagne took care of him and Frey, but then they died too, so it was just the two of us now. He was angry and short-sighted, but now, well, he's still both of those things, but not as much as before, so that's progress, I suppose. Sid's master was very dear to him, wasn't he? Ugh. Thank the gods. You shouldn't have run off like that. Do you wish to see him again? Your master? Huh? Where's this coming from? What has Rielle been telling you? I mean, there's much I could have asked him before he passed, but... Wait, no. Don't you dare. Frey. Oh, Sid. Charming as ever, I see. Is it Frey? Who's this? Is it not Frey? Oh, this isn't Frey. Who's this? Master. Ah, and this must be Frey's successor. A worthy one, I have no doubt. My name is Ompagne, and it is an honor and pleasure to meet you, Tithonus. You did well to come so far on your own before meeting Sid, and together you have both grown so much, in mind and body and soul, as dark knights and as true heroes. Ah, there was a time when I was hailed as a hero too, for deeds meritorious in the deeds in defense of Ishgard in the name of the Fury. A brave and true temple knight I was, slayer of countless Travanians, a commander beloved of and respected by his men. They would follow me into the seventh hell. And indeed, that is where I led them, time and time again. They would fall, and I would earn the accolades, and then they would give me more green boys with dreams of glory. Green boys with red blood, spilled on white snow, yet again and again and again. And then one day, I couldn't remember the first one's face. I had forgotten the face of the first boy who gave his life for me. That was the day I left the Temple Knights. I know the tale by heart, but not the tale of what came after. Why a goodly man with titles and wealth, a man who could have lived out his days in quiet and comfort, or that man chose instead to walk the path, and to once more accept 2 children into his care. You asked me that very question long ago, and I told you that one day you would understand, when you were older and wiser and stronger. Shall we put it to proof, Sid, to see if today is that day? You were always fond of your tests. Now, don't be cross. You've only got yourself to blame. These are your memories, remember? But of course you do. The point is, deep down, you wanted this. And while there's no substitute for the genuine article, you could do a lot worse. So do me a favor, all of you, one last dance with the dead. Show me the man you have become, Sid of the Obsidian Heart. Okay. Even Rielle, huh? No! That was close. Got him. Well done, Tithonus. Well done indeed. Frey would be proud to know that you carry on his legacy, and mine. And Sin, my boy, my beloved boy, you nearly had me. Oh, spare me your sympathy, you bloody shade. I lost, and that's the end of it. You kept Rielle and Tithonus out of harm's way, Sid. You did well. Learn to shut up and take the compliment. You asked me once why I chose to walk the path. Why I chose to look after you and Frey, even though deep down you already know. But since I lost, I owe you the answer from my lips. I was angry. Angry with the Temple Knights. Angry with myself. Angry with that twisted world where good men die for nothing. I was seeking justice for my boys and forgiveness for my sins. I saved lives and punished the wicked, and for a time, that was enough. But nothing lasts forever, does it? And a man ought to have a legacy. I failed my boys as a Temple Knight, but you, too, were my second chance. I would teach you everything I knew. Everything. I learned from my mistakes so you wouldn't have to make them. I would send you out into the world to do great things, and maybe it would all balance out. Well, that's all I have to say about that. You know what comes next, don't you? Though I suppose I ought to give you a word of advice before I disappear in a puff of smoke. I am your predecessor's master, after all. People like us will never know peace. Every moment brings us closer to death. Those of our enemies, our loved ones, and yes, our very own. The fear of death which keeps most men alive. That dread, that desperation to escape the inevitable, if only for a little longer. But we are not like most men. We have seen what awaits us beyond the abyss. We have tasted that despair, bathed in the oblivion. We have wept rivers of our dead, and cursed the gods for their cruelty. That is our sword and our strength, and that is why you may one day stand above us all. May the gods have mercy on your soul. Take care, Sid. Be nicer to the girl, and try to be less of a chocobo's butt. Oh, for the love of... From the depths of the fading mist, you hear a whisper. Ah, good. Glad to see it all worked out in the end. As for you, Myste, I distinctly recall telling you not to do that. Forgive me, had I known it would come to violence, Don't you dare start pouting. I'm annoyed, and sore, but it's nothing that won't heal with time. All I ask is you promise not to do it again without warning and consent. Memories can be powerful and painful, in more ways than one. That said, he was right. I've only myself to blame. If I thought I could defeat him, I would have, but I didn't think I had a chance, and so I didn't. His injuries are worse than I thought. We should hurry back to Mogholm. For a moment, I was certain he would fly into a fury. Could it be that he is grateful for experience after all? I believe so. Then, it was not in vain. Tired and broken though he may be, he is nevertheless better for the pain. And in time, we too may be. There is still hope. Redemption is not beyond us.
Speak with Sid.
I'm afraid Rielle's right. I'm gonna need some time to recover. I'm not fit to travel in my condition. Which means... Oh, help me. I'm gonna have to stay with these furry little creeps even longer. 2 more times, was it? 2 more times and we'll be finished with this boys' crusade. Not soon enough. Tithonus, be a dear and punch a Moogle for me, would you?
Sure thing.
I gotta punch a Moogle real quick. Can I punch this one? Can I click on him? Hold on. There you go, Sid. That was for you, buddy. Alright, that'll do it for this one. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified of new episodes. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Alright, thanks. Bye-bye.